So preparation is number one in security always. Have your patches done. If not by you, have it managed by somebody else. Make sure that your environment is as secure as it possibly can be.
Welcome to the Security Shack podcast. Every episode, we rate a different energy drink out of 10 to try and determine which is the very best for keeping our cybersecurity experts going, while discussing the latest news, the biggest topics, and the most important questions relating to cybersecurity. So crack open a can of something cold, caffeinated, and carbonated, and join us for today's topic. So let's get to today's drink. We've got Ultra Peachy Keen Zero Sugar Monster. That's a smell. Again, to recap to anyone who hasn't watched any of these before, take a look at the other videos alongside this one. But we're not really big energy drinkers, would you say? I'm certainly not. No. So every time is a bit of a new experience. Oh, we forgot to cheers as that form. There you go.
Yes. Tastes like a malted ice latte.
Yeah. I don't mind the initial taste and the fizz with it, but then the aftertaste is nothing. No. Yeah, it's a bit limp. But there you go.
Yeah.
But hopefully we've got a bit of energy now to get into our topic, which today we're going to look at zero-day attacks, I believe.
Yeah.
Attacks or incidents, would you call them?
So, zero-day threats, zero-day attacks, zero-day vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
All of those kind of just fall into the chronology of how they work. Effectively, what they are is it's an exploit that's found in an environment. So whether that be a vulnerability in a firewall or a SaaS tool or a VPN or whatever the case is that hasn't been patched yet or hasn't been identified yet, that somebody can use to kind of get into the network and then move laterally through the organization. So effectively break into an organization immediately from there. They used to be quite difficult to find, looking for a needle in a haystack. So effectively you'd have to kind of run through a whole lot of code and all of that to try and find something that wasn't working too well or some gap in the defense of the system, and then go through it. It's gotten a lot easier today. It's also become quite industrialized. Today there are people out there who spend night and day just trying to find these vulnerabilities and then they sell those off. There are ways we're trying to mitigate it at the moment. There's something called the bug bounty program.
Yes.
Which are not going too well at the moment, but effectively big companies will pay people who have found a vulnerability. They will pay them and then they will go and patch that vulnerability.
So is the issue with the bug bounty that cyber criminals can make more money from selling it on to other cyber criminals or committing cyber crimes rather than getting businesses to pay them for it?
Yes and no. What I would say is that the cyber community and all of the guys the ethical hackers, we do need to be very grateful for them because it's far more lucrative on the other side. So they are saintly in that.
Yes, doing the right thing isn't necessarily the right for their bank accounts.
Yeah. There are also from those bug bounties, there is, for whatever the payment may be, they'll receive hundreds of thousands of different patches that they can put on. So it created a bit of an environment where they no longer knew what the right patch was, and they were just finding vulnerabilities everywhere, or they were getting sloppy patches that were coming out that creates more vulnerabilities than anything else. So yeah, it's very new though. So it as it starts to mature and their processes get a little bit better, it will get a bit more sleek in the way that they handle it. But yeah, zero-day threats aren't going away. Every time a new piece of software comes out, every time a new piece of hardware gets updated, you run the chance of having a vulnerability in the code that can be taken advantage of.
We encourage people to update their devices as soon as possible when updates become available, because new patches will come in, so vulnerabilities that people are aware of can be patched. But obviously that's why it's called 0 days, because you've got 0 days to react to it.
100%.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why we'll actually do a lot of the patching for our customers and partners as well, just to make sure that those environments are kind of up to date as much as possible. But yeah, there's other tools that have come in. I mean, one of the big reasons why antivirus was kind of pushed out was because it wasn't able to keep up with the 0-day threat. So an antivirus is effectively it's a database of known attack vectors. So if it identifies a known threat that has been picked up somewhere else in the world, it can stop it immediately because it'll recognize that signature of what that attack looks like. The problem with a 0-day threat is there is no signature yet. Nobody knows what it is, so it kind of walks straight past an antivirus. So that's why we started to move to tools called EDR, so endpoint detection and response, and then that can get scaled up to managed detection and response, and then you get XDR, which is extended detection and response, which is effectively getting in some logs and all that from the rest of the environment. So it all scales up, but effectively all those tools are doing the exact same thing. So they're no longer just a database of known signatures of attacks. They now are behavioral analysis tools. So they kind of watch the environment, and if they see any tool, any user, or kind of any application acting strangely, kind of jumps onto that and can isolate that environment, and then they call it kill, then quarantine, and then you can roll back to a safe environment. So it's no longer just about making sure that nothing can get into your environment now. You now also need to have the tools to be able to kind of mitigate and remediate anything that's in your environment too. Unfortunately, 0-day attacks aren't going to change until we become absolutely perfect at coding, which
is never going to happen.
Well, we're certainly not going to become perfect at coding.
Do you think something like AI coding, is that the potential to avoid these sort of...
Yeah, so it's difficult at the moment because there is a coding language out there that is kind of superior when it comes through to security, and it's called Rust. I've been asking AI for a long time why it just doesn't code in Rust. I keep on getting different answers, but from what I can tell, I mean, I'm not a coder, but it's quite difficult to write in that. So, I mean, most vulnerabilities that are out there nowadays is because of vulnerability in code. Rust is apparently a little bit more resistant to that, but apparently because of that, to actually write something and get it to work becomes quite difficult. So yeah, there is an idea of how to do it. Whether it'll actually happen, who knows.
Okay, so I think we sort of, what I'm going to go on to, I think we've covered some of it, but I just want to sort of make sure we get these points ironed out. If you're a business or an individual and either you're looking to avoid being hit by a 0-day threat, or you already have been, what can you do sort of preemptively and post-attack to sort of improve your resilience? And
so preparation is number one in security always. You know, if you think about just leaving your house, you've got a much better chance of not getting broken into if you lock your door. You know, so make sure that you've done the preparation to kind of get your environment in a good place. Have your patches done. If not by you, have it managed by somebody else. They'll be able to do that patching for you, as we do for our partner base. Make sure that your environment is as secure as it possibly can be. I mean, one of the biggest vulnerabilities that always seems to happen is open ports. You know, that can be done. Once a 0-day threat has actually occurred, the best thing that you can have in your environment, and again, it's part of the preparation, is having an EDR tool, whether that be EDR by itself that you want to manage. That's absolutely fine. If you want it managed in a SOC environment like we offer to our customers, have that. We will be able to actually identify any strange behaviors that we're seeing in an environment, and then kind of quarantine that off, and then roll the environment back into a safe place. That just really helps you. The best thing that you can do is XDR is effectively where you tie in that EDR technology with a whole lot of kind of logs that are coming off the rest of the environment. It's a whole lot of analytics that are being built up from your network, from users, from all of that. Once that's all compounded, you give the EDR technology the ability to see everything, and then it can really go and mitigate those threats as soon as they're popping off. The problem is nowadays you're not going to stop people from getting into your environment. I think that's key. Those days are gone. People now log into environments. You can buy credentials.
It's a matter of when, not if.
It's exactly that. It's a matter of when, not if. People buy credentials on the dark web for about $5. It's really not expensive, and it's not that they'll be getting into your environment because you've got data that is super important to them or anything like that. They will be going into your environment because it's just that easy to get that data. They're not going to waste their time trying to get it into Fort Knox.
Yeah,
it's too difficult. They're going to go and look for the doors that haven't been locked.
Yeah, low-hanging fruit, scattershot approach, you'll get something.
You'll get something, yeah. And that data will be valuable to somebody. Yeah.
I think those are some really important tips. I think the main thing from my understanding is just update everything as soon as possible, because then these threats can't affect you. It's like
shut down your laptops every now and then. Give them a break.
Yes.
You need time to restart and update.
Yes, I got told off the other day. I left it a couple of weeks. Usually I'm quite good, but I just completely blanked.
Yeah.
And but it is important. It's like, and it shouldn't be controversial to say this, but we're on the internet, so it might be. You get vaccinated, and then you won't get ill. So why not do the same with your devices?
100%. I think if you put the preparation into your environment by making sure that you've got the tools, the processes, and your people are skilled up, you are already ahead of 99%.
And if you want to be even more prepared, you can get in touch. You can either talk to Matt directly, or you can talk to myself if you want, but more likely the experts here at Landall Services. You can do that via the links that should be on your screen right now. We'd be happy to talk to you about zero-day threats or cybersecurity in general, or our other services, which includes things like print and IT, all of which is sort of interconnected for your sort of office management needs, but obviously lots of things that need protecting. So yeah, let's wrap up with a drink.
Yeah, I didn't like this one.
No,
you know what? They're going for maybe a harsh 4 out of 10.
Yes, I'm not peachy keen on this one. It's yeah. I think a 4 is fair. I don't want to go lower because I'm sure there's worse out there. That's the thing.
100%.
The fact that it's drinkable and it doesn't make me feel
I wouldn't be offended by another sip.
Yeah, but you never go. You would choose one. Yeah. Well, there you have it. Any feedback you have on the podcast, any drinks you want us to try, any topics you want to go over, get in touch. We'd be happy to take a look at them, and they're probably already on our list because we're going to get through as much as we can, I think. Thank you again, Matt, for joining us. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.